Welcome back to another AContheGO video. We're here at Kilimanjaro Safari doing a Kilimanjaro and Jungle Cruise crossover. They're going back and forth. It's kind of like an animal themed video. Yeah, so let's get on to Kilimanjaro Safari.
These are eastern mountain lions that could be endangered, 17 in the wild. The right-hand side, the animal of these striped hindquarters is an okapi. Often mistaken for a relation of the zebra, it is not. It's actually the only known relation of the giraffe. Remaining in the world. They've been poached to such small numbers for their horns, which sadly a lot of cultures think have medicinal purposes. They do not. The only purpose of a rhino horn is keeping the rhino alive. The animals are greater kudu, larger species of antelope. These are females. Males have horns, the females do not. Bounce like a bouncing ball straight up into the air, about 6 feet into the air. Some moving up ahead, but they're deep in the river. They cannot swim. They're actually too dense. They walk on the riverbed floor. On the island, the white birds are called peach-backed pelicans. Given that name because they have pale pink backs. Like to live in pods of 20 to 500 mated pairs. If you're counting individual birds, about 4 to 6 million, or 40 to 1,000 individual birds. I was watching your hippos and thinking about how long they would keep to come up.
Wow. 3 of them. Wow.
That's a cool shot. That's 500 calories. They can actually consume a quarter or more of their body weight for a single meal. They don't do it every day. Longhorn animals are Ankole cattle, also called Watusi cattle, after the Watusi tribe that originally domesticated them. They're not domesticated by the Maasai people though. From tip to tip, their horns can span 6 feet in length, get about 6 inches round, and only weigh about 15 pounds. Actually very lightweight for how big they are. Those are Hartman and Scientists that are right to the right-hand side. No, it's Hartman's who's that thick strapping on the rump and the lack of strapping on the underbelly. Sable antelope, the emblem of Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Male and female have those horns which curve backwards. They are one of the friendlier species, more gregarious as you would. They actually like to be part of some pretty big herds, not necessarily just of zebra, but also lots of other animals. Most zebra are very, very aggressive. GNU, not NDW. Males can get up to about 14 to 20 feet tall. Females usually a little bit shorter than that, but they can get pretty tall as well. Several calves there as well, born on average about 6 feet tall.
Hey, buddy. 6 feet.
Gets an extra crop of honey. It's a win-win for everybody, including the population. There's a calf there. It's about 4 years old. Females are actually pregnant, where their gestation period runs about term, depending on species. And they have pink coloration from consuming obscene amounts of beta-carotene inside of brain shrimp. They stand about 5 feet tall, weigh about 50 to 55 pounds. They are quite heavy. The Afrikaans word "vite," which means wide, because they have a wide set mouth. 3,000 to 5,000 pounds and can charge at speeds of 35 miles per hour. They are living, breathing tanks, but they're fairly docile. They're actually not prone to being super aggressive. Like the black rhino, they are cheetah. Cheetah are the fastest land mammal, reaching speeds of 65 to 70 miles per hour. Speed with keen eyesight make them a formidable predator. But they are built for speed and agility, so they have to run off from their prey by other more powerful predators. Not only how they see lions sleeping, they're inactive about 16 to 20 hours of the day. Sleeping only about, well, only active, honestly, about 8 hours, usually less than a day. doesn't necessarily stay in its own burrow. It does steal everybody else's. Now the reason it's bent down on knees like that is actually because their heads and necks don't bend so well. It actually makes it where they have stronger push with their tusks. Right hand side, amongst those bobs, and ostriches, there are several solid brown animals with little white circles on their tushies. Those are water bugs. And they're named because they drink more water than any other animal. Those are ostriches. They're under the trees, right?
So we just finished here at Kilimanjaro Safari. Now we're going over to Magic Kingdom to do the Jungle Cruise. Now there isn't park hopping anymore, so we will have to finish filming this on a different day. So if I'm wearing different clothes, that's why. So let's get into it. Okay, so we are here at the Jungle Cruise, back here for the second ride of the day, or of the video. It's not the same day, but yeah, we just got finished at Kilimanjaro Safaris. Now we're gonna ride the Jungle Cruise. Still has animals, but there is a little bit of a difference between the animals.
Right, and we've kind of decided that this is going to be a part of our Versus series. So it's going to be Jungle Cruise versus Kilimanjaro Safari. So we will give you our feedback at the end of this ride on both rides and kind of what we think, how they compare.
Yes, we didn't give our feedback on the Kilimanjaro part, so we're going to do everything at the end. But we're only judging it on these experiences.
Right. Because every experience could be totally different. You have no idea what the animals are going to do, how they're going to respond and act. So,
welcome aboard the world famous Jungle Cruise. My name is Holly, and I'm going to be your skipper for the next 5 exciting days and 10 romantic nights. I hope. It looks like we are entering the Amazon rainforest, where it rains 365 days a year. That's almost every day. You feel that nice, refreshing jungle mist? Yeah, that mist is home to over 4,000 types of jungle bacteria. If you're not wearing your face mask properly, we're gonna find out. Hear that? It's weird, I can hear people, but I don't see anyone. Can you? I wonder if it's just here or not. Maybe a python. You may be wondering how I know it's a python. It's 3.14 meters long. Python. Looks like it's surrounded by a house guest. And their trash right here.
you do it. Get your phone.
I'm also going to point out this lovely sandstone rock formation. So many people take it for granted. I think it rocks. It's definitely one of our bolder attractions, and I do hope that some of you share my sentiments. Maybe the lions aren't they sweet? Rubbing the zebra, pretend like he's asleep. That's how I'll do this. Oh, thanks for saying hi to my friend
Disney ducks.
Really the treasure.
They're on both the Jungle Cruise and the Safari.
And keep your eyes open. I think I'm going to keep mine closed. Part of the whole journey, the return to civilization. Before we can do that, however, we are going to stop by my good friend Trader Sam. Now, Sam is a nice guy. He also happens to be the head salesman here in the jungle, and lately he said that his sales have been shrinking. So he's offering a great deal. 2 of his heads for 1 of yours. Yep, anyway you slice it or dice it, you're definitely coming out ahead.
So we just got off a Jungle Cruise. What was your opinion on it?
So Jungle Cruise has never been like my absolute favorite ride at Magic Kingdom. Some of it does depend on what skipper you get. Some are more animated than others. Some are more like dry than others, which is fine. It just all depends. Of course, all the animals are pretty similar every time you ride it, I would say. Not a lot of variation there. But, you know, it's still fun. It's great for the kids. A little bit of humor with it. So what do you think?
I definitely would say it was better this time because normally you can't hear them.
Yeah.
Especially since the mask, but I was definitely able to hear them this time. I think they were like changing microphones or something today.
Yeah. It was a lot better. You could hear a lot better, I agree. Well, what about the Safari?
Safari was always good because it's long.
Right, it is a really long ride.
And the animals are, sometimes you see weird things about them.
And like the Safari,
And like the animals on the Safari don't collect mildew.
Right, and it's pretty much any Safari you go on is pretty much going to be a different ride because you never know exactly where the animals are going to be. And there were a lot of animals out this time. We even made note of that, I think, just how many different animals we actually saw on that Safari.
Yeah, so
all in all, you think Safari wins out?
100 times
Yeah,
better.
I agree. It's a cool ride though, but yeah. So leave a comment down below. What do you think? Safari or Jungle Cruise? So don't forget to turn on the AC.